fans are on their feet here in Berlin. Israel Gonzalez's team turning around for their first win of the season. Full of spirit, full of fight.
Baskonia pull off the victory. What a night for the Basques. 7,000 fans in the Boisa Arena celebrate their first victory of the year.
Hello, welcome to the EuroLeague Watchalong. I'm Mike Stanton, standing in for Anthony Goods today. He's having some technical difficulties, and we're very lucky to be joined today by Peyton Siva. Peyton, welcome to the Watchalong. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. We've already tipped off underway in Berlin. If you want to watch the game, check it out on EuroLeague TV. We've got an exclusive discount for Watchalong watchers. Just type in Watchalong10 in the discount code. Sadly, it excludes Italy and Spain, but everywhere else you'll be able to get a nice little discount. So Peyton, you played in Berlin. What's it like to play in that arena, first of all?
It's amazing. Playing in a Mercedes-Benz arena. The fans are great. Love them. Miss them. It was weird last year not playing in front of them, but I had 4 prior years playing with them, and yeah, it's just amazing, man. The atmosphere is great. The fans are great. So.
And they made a little sign up for you when you left, I think. Is that right? They made a little sign for you upon leaving?
Yeah, they made a little sign for me and Niels. So that was, pretty sweet of them. It made me realize the love and, everything they had for me. So, I'll always show love back to them. And, I've been watching a ton of ALBA games so far this season. So.
Well, they had a pretty impressive win earlier this week, this being the first sub week of the season. Big second half against Fenerbahce. How much does it mean to this team to have got that win over Fener last week? First win for Coach Gonzalez as head coach as well.
I think it was a big step for them, just to kind of show to them that they can compete and play in the EuroLeague. I mean, they're dealing with a lot of injuries this year. They got like 5 people out, 5 big contributors too that, play a lot of meaningful minutes. So I think it was big for their confidence to get that win. And, let's see if they can, take it over to the next games in EuroLeague.
And what's it like when you've been on a bit of a losing streak, the relief of getting that first win? Baskonia with their first win of the season last week as well. So 2 teams that I'm sure there's a lot of pressure off the shoulders.
I mean, it just means a lot just because, EuroLeague, you're playing the best of the best every night when you're playing in EuroLeague. So to get that one win kind of just helps you get off the snide and helps you, kind of gain your confidence to show that you can compete in the league and you can get victories, especially against a good team like Fenerbahce. So, like I said, it's a big, big win for them, and it's always good to get that first one.
So it's all underway in the German capital. Today, 7-2 so far to Baskonia. Which players do you think are going to stand out this evening?
Obviously, Simone is playing really good right now. He's, knocked down a few shots, but I think obviously Luke is a key factor for ALBA. I mean, he's the Swiss Army knife for them. He does pretty much everything. So you can expect a big game from him. I think Jason Granger will probably have a good game tonight just because he's familiar with the system now, and Simone also. They're both very familiar with the system. So especially they're playing against a team they just left the year before. So I think those two have a big games. But it'll be interesting.
And Jason Granger
right now
Jason Granger came up big with the free throws to win it last week, a guy that you would have known from when he was in Berlin last year. What would the celebrations have been like for him last week?
Oh, huge, man. I mean, for him to go back to his, former club and get that win, it was a tough game for them. Made a big play down the stretch. So, I think it was, knowing him, it was clutch for him to get that.
We got some YouTube comments coming in. Appendix Berlin says, we miss you, Pepe. Another sign of the Berlin fans missing you. Any messages to the Berlin fans tuning in?
Oh, man, I miss ALBA fans, man. ALBA was home for a long time for me. And the place I spent, the most of my career in one spot at. So, they always hold a special place in my heart. Hopefully in the future I can see them again, and, they know I'm wishing them the best throughout this year.
Luke Sikma coming up with the bucket there. You said he's the Swiss Army knife. What's so special about Luke Sikma?
I mean, he just does everything. I think he's really improved his shooting, which has been great for ALBA, but just how smart he is on the basketball court is what makes him so dangerous. His energy, his hustle, like you see right there. He's always around the ball. He has a knack for always being around, getting those easy tip ins, making the right read in the offense, especially the way ALBA, is designed to play. He makes all the right decisions for them. So it's he's the X factor right there. Yeah. He just made another three. So I mean, right now I think he has mostly all their points. So
he's also leading the league in rebounds so far this season. So like you said, a guy that can really stuff the stat sheet across the board.
Yeah, another rebound. I mean, he does little things like that you kind of take for granted. I guess fans, when they're watching him, you don't really see it, but at the end of the day, in the stat sheet, he's going to have, 15 points, 9-10 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals. So he's just a jack of all trades. Can't say enough about Luke, man. He's one of the most underrated players in the EuroLeague, I would say.
I was going to ask you about that. I saw that you tweeted about that recently. What makes him so underrated, or perhaps goes under the radar a little bit?
I think more so just because of ALBA, in a sense. We, aren't in the top half of the rankings as far as, at the end of the year with the wins and everything. So I think he kind of goes under the radar with, I guess the wins are the most important thing, but his way if he played for any other team, I think he'll be ranked in the top 20, top 10 in the EuroLeague of players, just because of how he can play. So that's why I kind of think he's one of the most underrated guys in EuroLeague. I think he's just a victim of where he's playing at, and the respect, because ALBA's a new team in EuroLeague for those who don't know. So they're probably like 2 years in, and that's tough for them. Oh, good charge by Simone.
It seems like German basketball on the whole is really on the up at the moment. Obviously, Bayern Munich making the playoffs last year, Final Four in Cologne last year as well. What's the basketball culture like from being a player in Germany?
I think they, it's, I don't know how it was before, but I would say like the past couple of years, it's been, Bayern's been really good, really a great team. We had a couple of clashes with them in, our domestic league and the championships, and to see them, really make the final, last year and almost make the Final Four, and, play really well. They made the playoffs, and they were underdog too the whole year. So to see the step that they made was, pretty impressive, to say the least. And it just means a lot for German basketball, just because, it shows that they can compete with the best of Europe.
Just in a promo there for the game of the week next week. It's really, the games really come thick and fast in these double weeks. What's it like as a player when you've got so many games coming in the 1 week?
For me, I think it's fun as a player, just because you get to play games. You're not really focused on, practicing and things of that nature, especially having a double week at home, which is, great, just because you don't have to travel in a short distance. So that's the good thing for us. And as a player, you love to play games, man. You love to compete out there and play against the top talent. And in EuroLeague, you're playing against the top talent every night. So that's what makes it so fun, especially being a player.
I've interviewed a lot of guys throughout the league, and all of them say they'd rather be playing games than training. Is that the case?
Oh, for 100%. I mean, some coaches are crazier than others, and some like to go a lot harder than others. And I feel like people eventually get more tired in practices than they do in games. As far as coaches are able to practice 2.5 hours and just run you to death. Whereas games, it's in spurts. You still play your hardest, still go out there, but it's more fun to compete than in these games than it is in practice. But
tough bucket from Smith there. 12-16 at the game. If you want to tune in, catch it on EuroLeague TV. There's an exclusive discount for Watchalong viewers as well. Just type in Watchalong 10 to get a nice little 10% discount there. You're talking about different coaches and different methods. Obviously, a new coach in Berlin this year, Coach Gonzalez stepping up from assistant to head coach. What do you think he'll be like as a head coach?
I think he'll be great. I mean, he coached us last year at ALBA, so he had experience. He's a great coach. Great, he's learned under another great coach in Aito. So, he's going to implement a lot of the same philosophy, same sets and defensive schemes with his own little twists, I feel like. And from watching them a lot, you can kind of see his touch on the game that he has for the players. And talking to the players, they love him. They think he's a great guy. I mean, they've been with him for the last couple of years also. So they all pretty know who he is as a coach. He knows who the players are, personally and their character. So ALBA does a great job of, really getting great character guys on their team. And that helps a lot with, especially with the new coach. What a tough shot right there.
Baskonia really throwing it up from deep. How much of a threat are Baskonia? Obviously, Giedraitis is great from long range as well. How much of a threat can they be from downtown?
They're a dangerous team. I mean, like you said, Marinkovic just hit that three. Enoch, former U of L guy, went to my university, alumni. He can step out, hit the three ball. You have Rokas, who's a deadly sharpshooter. Everybody knows. Even Simone, when he's on, he's on. He's a very consistent guy from the three-point line. I think he already has 2 threes so far. So Baskonia is a dangerous team, man. They have a lot of talent on their team. They play hard. Knowing their coach, he has them in great condition. So they're a good team, man. They're one of the teams I was looking forward to watching this year.
Yeah, just seeing the coaches getting pretty animated on the sideline there.
See, and that, just that play right there by Luke. Just scouting, knowing the play. He read the passing lane. He's seen that play a million times and jumped the lane and almost had the steal. That just makes him such a smart player. He's just been around the game of basketball his whole life, so he knows everything.
They're giving the commentators curse there for the airball after we were saying how good they are from downtown.
I was going to tell Rokas. I'll say that was a pass, for him.
How good is it to see Jason Granger back out fit? Obviously, he's had a lot of injury problems the last couple of years. How great is it to see him getting back to his normal self?
That's good, man. I'm really happy for the guy. He's dealt with plenty of injuries throughout his career that pretty much derailed him, and to see him back healthy, back playing, just enjoying the game of basketball it's really good for anybody. So, and especially for him, I know what kind of guy he is. It's great to see. Oh wow, Sly Low. Maldo Low is probably one of the shiftiest players I've ever played with. Love his game, man. Really got a chance to watch him closely last year as a teammate. I played against him the prior 2 years before that. He's one of the more crafty players. And Krešimir Nikic has gotten to the game. He is our like ace up the sleeve. Whenever he plays last year, we win. So that's he's a young guy for ALBA. It's good to see him healthy and playing. You can't make a free throw, so I'll text him about that.
Mado Loa guy who grew up in Berlin. He's from Berlin. Does he have a special connection with the club, being a hometown kid?
Yeah, I mean, he's a hometown kid. His mom, who's a wonderful lady, she's an artist. So she does a lot of paintings back in Berlin. She does some great artwork for anybody who wants to check it out. That was one of the big reasons why he came to Berlin. He's from there. His family's there. So he was able to come home, feel like he was at home, and, put on for his city, as you would say.
And it's early days in the season, but he's currently averaging, I think it's over 18 points a game. Just, how much potential has he got?
Oh, I mean, he's like I said, he's one of the most craftiest players I've played with. He's unselfish in a fault where you have to really tell him, hey, we need you to go score. You're our best option in this one-on-one game. He likes to, pass the ball. He wants to be a, pure point guard, but his skill set that really helps the team win is him going out and scoring. So just one of the messages that you have to continue to reiterate to him is go out there and score, man. Be aggressive. No one's going to get mad at you if you shoot these shots. You give us the best chance to win when you are. And right now he's being really aggressive in these first couple games, and that's what ALBA needed, because they really struggled to score from the field, and he's really been helping them a lot. So I think that's been a key to ALBA winning the last game against Finner.
If you guys watching at home have got any questions, feel free to drop them in the YouTube comments. I've got one that's just come in. Peyton, has the season started yet over in New Zealand? Do you want to talk us through what you're doing over there?
Oh, yeah. This year I'm in New Zealand with the Breakers. We're playing in the NBL. The season has not started yet. It doesn't start. They finally came out with a start date of December 4th. So that'll be our first game. So I have plenty of time to watch a lot of EuroLeague games. And, it's pretty early for me right now. It's around 7:20 in the morning. But, our season doesn't start for a while. So we have plenty of time to kind of rest up, recover, get ready for the season. I'm looking forward to that, looking forward to getting back on the court. But in the meantime, get to watch some EuroLeague games.
Well, I'm going to put you on the spot now. The EuroLeague Fantasy Challenge is up and running for another year. If you're watching the games, who's going to be the first guy that you're picking for your fantasy team?
To pick for my fantasy team, I mean, I would have to go with somebody who was kind of like just even till. I mean, I think like a Mike James. I'm really good friends with Mike. I think he would be a great player for fantasy, because he pretty much does everything on the court, scores, gets assists, gets rebounds. But also Luke, if I want to, take somebody, I don't really know how the point system works in fantasy, but, I feel like Luke's one of those guys that's going to always have a high PIR, who's always going to, fill the stat sheet. So he'll be one of those guys.
And for people at home who want to get involved in the fantasy challenges, go to fantasychallenge.euroleague.net. You can build your own dream team and see how you do against all the other EuroLeague fans out there. Looks like the first quarter just winding down. Wade Baldwin checked into the game. How impressed were you with him last season? He had a great season with Bayern last year and has now moved over to Baskonia.
He did, man. He had a really great season. Especially coming from Olympiacos, where he didn't really have a big role for that team, to go to Bayern, where his role completely shifted. I mean, he's always been a talented player. He's always been very gifted. But to see his takeoff last year was, pretty amazing. I mean, he went out there. I mean, he led Berlin. I mean, not Berlin, but Munich in scoring. One of the top assisters. Just his the athletic plays that he made last year was he was I would say him and Lucic were the big reasons why Bayern made the playoffs last year. And credit to Trinchieri, he kind of unlocked him in Europe and let him play his game. And looking forward to some more highlight plays from him this year with Baskonia. And congratulations. I think he just had a baby. So congratulations to him.
He did just have a baby. He was saying in the preseason media day how one of the things that attracted him to Baskonia was obviously Shane Larkin went through there, Mike James went through there, and what they have gone on to achieve since being at Baskonia. What is it about certain clubs in the league that seem to help produce such fantastic talent?
Well, for one, I think it's coaching. I don't know if this Dusko was a coach for those guys, but for one, coaching has a lot to do with it, but also to the organization. I mean, Baskonia is a top club. They're always one of the top clubs in Europe. Also, they're also a really good club in ACB, which is another tough league. So, for those guys to go through that, system and play with those clubs, it only, furthers your career in my eyes. So I think he made a good decision going to that club, although Munich is one of the clubs that's trying to become one of the up and coming clubs in EuroLeague. So we'll see if it works out for him. I hope it does. And for any player, I'm wishing them good luck in their careers. And Rokas is playing point guard. Wow. Haven't seen him play point guard ever.
Second quarter underway in Berlin between ALBA Berlin and Baskonia. If you want to tune into the game, check it out on EuroLeague TV. Luke Sikma was the standout performer of the first quarter, 7 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist. We've already said how much the Swiss Army knife is. Is that early double watch for Luke? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I like I said before the game, I think he'll end up with like around 15 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds, probably around 5 or 6 assists, and maybe two steals. That's just what he brings every night. You know what you're going to get from Luke, so we'll see.
You've called that bang on and fair play. You need to get out of playing and getting into being a commentator more if you can predict plays like that.
See,
another three from Baskonia.
They're a dangerous team when they're on the run. I mean, both teams they really like to get out and run. I would say right now Baskonia is probably the better team in the half-court set. But Alba's game is when they're able to get out and run. That's when they're at their best, when they're moving the ball, playing with, space and pace. That's when they're at their best. So I don't think they really want to get in that half-court match with Baskonia, but they want to get out and run. And I know that's always been one of Alba's big things. That was a great play by Enoch to get back in the play and get that block right there.
And it's early days, but a 9-point lead for Baskonia. How important is it for Alba to start getting some stops here and starting to chip away at that lead?
It's huge, man. I mean, you never want to get down big, and Baskonia with another 3. It's getting down early, man. It can be tough. But basketball is a game of runs. Teams are going to make their runs. It's just about sustaining them. And in Alba's case, they just want to keep it close and try to make a late push where they can. For some reason, they always, whenever they do start off hot, they struggle in the second half. So this may be good for them to kind of start off a little slow and then catch fire in the second half.
Ooh.
It's going to be tough for Alba right there with the way that Baskonia bigs play, because they're able to make decisions off that short roll, which ALBA likes to give up. So that'll be tough. If Enoch and Landry can make some plays out of it. Good three by Zuzmans off his rebound.
Alec Peters, one of the players missing for Baskonia today. How he's really made a step up since he moved to the club. How big a loss will he be for them today?
Oh, huge. I mean, he does, a little bit of everything too. He can, step out, knock down, long range shot, battles on the offensive glass. So it's gonna be a big miss for them. I mean, it's always tough when you're missing a key player in that sense.
Battling for the boards there. The guy that ALBA are missing, Ben Lammer's injured as well. Another big guy that can stretch the floor. How important is that in the modern game for the bigger guys to be able to step back beyond that 3-point line?
Huge. I mean, Ben is, pretty much automatic from 15 feet or 5 meters. And also, I mean, he's able to stretch the floor out. It really helps Luke's game in the sense that when he's in the post, you can't really help off too much at him, especially when he has 4 other shooters spaced out around him. And, loves to find Ben for the bailout. And that's Ben's shot, man. He works on it every single day, that mid-range pull-up. And he's great at it. He surprised me a lot when he first came to the club, and everyone was like, why is he shooting that shot all the time? He doesn't want to get in the post, but he feels more confident in his spot up mid-range than, in the post. So Jonas Matisek, oh, come on. Great kid, man. Love Jonas. Shot with him every day. Plays hard. And it's good to see him out there getting his opportunity.
You often hear people say that's the toughest shot in basketball from the free throw line. Would you agree with that in those pressure moments?
No, I mean, if you work at it, it's not. It's one of those things that you just have to put the time in, the effort in, and just realizing that if you put the work in, that it's not a hard shot, especially when those pressure moments come on, where you need 2 free throws, down by 2 with 5 seconds left in the game to tie the game up, or even to try to win. I mean, you just got to remember, all right, I put in tons of hours. I know this shot. Then it just becomes muscle memory at that point. I would say for me.
Talking of big shots, you had a pretty big step back 3 last year, walk-off game winner. What's it like in those moments when you get the chance to knock down the shot to secure the win for your team? The celebrations are pretty good after that, I imagine.
Oh, man, especially for me. I had just came off COVID. I had COVID, and that was my first game coming back against Asvel. And so I think I was like 0 for 5 from 3-point line and up until that point. So I made it when it count, and to make that shot and to get that victory was, huge. Not only for my confidence, but for, like I said, for our team. Any win is a great win in EuroLeague, especially against a good Asvel team like that. Is those type of shots you dream about as a kid, out in the park, 3, 2, 1, shooting a shot, making it, going home afterwards. So that was big.
Asvel doing well this year, top of the standings, unbeaten, beat the defending champions earlier on in the week. If anyone wants to catch the watchalong, we had Eric McCollum on earlier in the week watching that FS game with us. What are you making of Asvel and their turnaround?
I mean, they're playing really great basketball right now. I mean, Chris Jones is really playing, great ball. They have size and length, and they're doing it all without, David Lighty right now, who's been injured. So when he comes back, it's just another guy that, is going to step in and help them defensively, offensively, and he'll be a big factor for them moving forward. But they've been getting a lot of good minutes out of the young guys. Strazel, the backup point guard, whose game I really like, is great French talent. And speaking of French players, we have 2 French prospects on our team this year for the Breakers, who are really talented players from France. So looking forward to playing with them. And we talk about Asvel all the time since they're big basketball fans of the team.
21:35 here in Berlin. If you want to catch the game, you can get it on EuroLeague TV, and there's an exclusive discount, Watchalong 10, to get a discount on the game. Excludes Spain and Italy. And if you want to get in contact with us, leave us a comment in the YouTube comments, and we'll be sure to answer as many questions as we can.
So I think you get points for this. Like Luke just drawing this foul, so that he's trying to raise his PIR, whatever that is. Foul's drawn. He's trying to, but the smart play, man. He's just a smart player. He just does little things. That's really gonna help him. Landry, glad to see him, back healthy, playing this year, and he missed half the EuroLeague season last year with Red Star, but now he's with Baskonia, so it's good to see him out there. Offensive rebound. All right. Oh.
That's that pass you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, he's a smart player. He knew the baseline trap was coming. And got a good kick out. Tough to shoot over Baldwin, man. He's a long, athletic player. So definitely it was a tough shot for Smith. But Oscar de Silva, man, he's really stepped up big for ALBA these last couple games. He just came to the team about maybe a week, 2 weeks ago, and new player. Like I said, they're dealing with a lot of injuries. Berlin is, so for him to come there and step in and fill that role right away is it's really impressive. He's brought a lot of energy. Surprised me a lot because I've seen him play last year. Really didn't get a chance to play with Ludwigsburg too much, but he's really filling a role this year with ALBA, so that's pretty impressive.
And he was huge earlier on in the week against FS, 22-5 in just his second ever EuroLeague game, getting the win against the defending champions FS as well. And he talk about adapting to EuroLeague basketball.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he really impressed me. I mean, just he was able to show his athleticism. Him and Maldalo really, was working that pick and roll game. And Suzman just took a nice little elbow to the eye. Probably got cut. Need some stitches. But he played a really impressive game. So I mean, hats off to him to come into a new environment and really feel that role. Yep, there it is. He'll definitely need some stitches for that.
Mm-hmm.
With great Dr. Morawski. All right, we'll play off Luke. Oh, see, Joe, another foul, 2 free throws. Oh, they call offensive foul? Probably because elbow over the head. Oh, that. Or did they blow the... There's the ALBA fans. Gotta love them.
Obviously, fans back in the gyms this year. How hard was it last season playing games without fans in attendance?
It was tough. I mean, you get used to it after a while, and then it's almost weird when they do come back. You're like, who are these people? But you miss them. I mean, you just miss the extra boost of energy they give you, and that's the extra. I mean, when you're down late in the game and need that extra little push, they're always there for you. So it was definitely weird playing without them. Much rather play with them in the arena than without them. I think Wade Baldwin's lost his hand though. Oh, they gave him a technical for flopping. I thought he had good position.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
I mean, tough call. I guess they already gave ALBA a warning, so they were focused on that. That's a backcourt violation on Baldwin.
So do you think that's ALBA's response to how good Baskonia would be from deep, trying to raise their perimeter pressure a little bit?
I think so. I mean, they're down right now, 15 points, 24-39. They need to bring a little bit more intensity. Like I said, Baskonia is probably the better team in the half-court set. I think they're just a bigger team than ALBA is. They're the plays that they run, and Baskonia's knocking down a ton of threes. So I think ALBA. Oh, offensive charge. Tim Snyder with the offensive foul on Landry. Good teammates. They know each other well. So that's why they smile and going back. Landry got him with a little elbow. So good defense by Timmy. See, look. They knew.
What's it like playing against guys that you've played with for a while? You must know all the little tricks and things they're going to try and get away with.
Oh, for sure. For example, playing against Landry last year when he was at Red Star, I was able to kind of talk to him the whole game, mess with him. He knew some of the moves I was going to make. I knew some of the moves that he was going to make in the post, so I'll double team and trap him. But you just have fun with it, man. When you're good friends off the court, but when you're on the court, you just you try to compete, try to get every little advantage you can, try to remember every little thing you can about the player. So, there's no ill will, but I think Tim knew the elbow was coming, so he was just trying to brace forward, and he did. But going back to what you said about the full court pressure, ALBA needs to pick up the pace of this game. If they want to beat Baskonia, they need to make it a up and down type of game. Get out, get in transition, get a lot of threes up. Obviously, they're missing their best 3-point shooter, Marcus Erickson, who's I would say top 3-point shooters in EuroLeague, but they definitely need to get out and run. That's the name of their games when they get out and play with pace. Simone Fontecchio for 3. And the words of Simone, every 3 he made last year, I told him I'll say it on air. He loves to go, boom, boom, boom. That's Simone's favorite thing to say after a 3. Big layup by Luke. I told you, Luke's just that guy is just very consistent. He has 10 points already. I think he probably has around, I haven't looked at the stats, probably around 5 or 6 rebounds so far. So you know what you're going to get from him. All right, and Simone, man, he was kind of under the radar player last year. A lot of guys, didn't really know of him, and he really stepped up to the scene. He really had a big year. He surprised me a lot also last year. He's very stronger. He's a strong guy, sneaky athletic, and he has a weird shot, but it's very consistent, and he shoots with his fingers. He slaps the ball with his fingers. It's so weird, but he makes it all the time. It's very weird when you see it close up.
Any other guys that you've played with got any special celebrations they would do after a big shot?
He was probably one of the. Oh, they're gonna call probably. Surprised they didn't call flopping on that one from Maldo. Oh, see, Baskonia, another three. I mean, I think they have to be shooting around 60, 70% from three-pointer this half. Luke is pretty animated after a big shot or a big dunk. Yeah, he's a big animation guy. I think I lost Mike. I don't know if my feed went out or his feed went out. So I'm going to keep talking like we are with you guys. Let me break down my commentating skills. All right, we got Jalen Smith on the wing against Jason. Malda's going to run a late pick and roll probably. Ooh, good high-low. It's tough. All right, Jason's on the break. Half-court team. I think that's where ALBA struggles at, with teams who can play half-court. Great pass by Jason to Landry. Guys, you know the game well. Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey, we here. Mike got
I'm just working on my comment. Hey, man, I'm just working on my commentating skills, Just play by play.
I seen it. You was holding it down. You was holding it down.
Oh, slide low money with a big three.
Yeah, he needs that, man. He's been playing well this year, man. I really like him. He's I liked him like years past, but he's grown this year for sure.
Oh yeah, I told Mike. I mean, he's probably one of the craftiest players I've played with. He spent time in New York, and he led the league. What is it? Ivy League in scoring at Liberty, and he's just a great player, man. He's such a fun guy to play with on the court. Such a crafty dude, man. But this year he's really, stepped up his scoring, which they're definitely going to need. And that was a big three for him at the end of the half, man. To try to stop the bleeding a little bit from Baskonia.
Yeah, got to get these guys going, man. I was real impressed with Maldo's his defense, man. I think he moves his feet well, man, and I think he's an underrated on-ball defender.
For sure. I mean, I noticed that last year in practice. I mean, he's sneaky, like his sneaky long as far as wingspan goes. So he's able to kind of recover, and he has good footwork. So you're spot on about that.
Yeah, no, for sure. He's tough. But let's see. I mean, they down a cool dub right now, man. They might need you to hop on a flight, man, and come, come stay today like man. Paul Pierce, when he hopped out the wheelchair.
Oh man, I would love to be out there right now playing, man. It's nothing like it. Nothing like playing EuroLeague. The atmospheres, the intensity of the games. So it's amazing.
Yeah, especially, man, I heard the arena is amazing. Oh my God, he got an open one.
Oh, I mean, that's tough, man. Like I said earlier, you missed it. I told Jason said it's going to be tough for ALBA to play against, these bigs from Baskonia because, they're very adept to making plays off of the short roll, which ALBA's going to give up. And Jason's playing in the system. He's already a smart point guard, but playing in the system, he knows which way to go off the pick and roll, what ALBA is looking to give up off the pick and roll. So they're going to have to make some adjustments in the second half, and we'll see, man.
Yeah, we'll see what's happening, man. But we're gonna take a quick break. Let's take a look at what's going on around EuroLeague.
The three from the number 3 in yellow. Siva pass over the top, and Lammers with the flush. That's a perfectly placed alley-oop.
Siva with 4 assists to go along with his 12 points now.
Oh, Siva with a nice anticipation in the steal. Siva's going to go up and get the one-handed dunk.
Siva pulling the strings for Schneider to score.
Pretty layup, pretty play.
Deep three from Siva. Ah! Peyton Siva! Faith pulls up for three, and he strings it! Oh, Peyton Siva with ice water in his veins!
Shane Larkin and just killing it. Give him the MVP, please.
Shane Larkin's in the building! He is the new all-time top scorer in a single game. An absolutely incredible, improbable display of shooting from Shane Larkin.
In his maiden EuroLeague season, Wade Baldwin IV set FC Bayern Munich alight.
Wade Baldwin's going to work. Wade Baldwin has been playing lights out.
Wade Baldwin, full of fire, full of feist, and having the time of his life.
Fresh from leading Bayern to the playoffs, Baldwin switches Bavaria for the Basque Country, with his sights set on success with Baskonia Vitoria-Gasteiz.
I think I've gained respect. I just think there's another step, another level to reaching that Final Four and that championship. We're very close last year, but was a game of possession away from achieving that. So I'm hungry for that next achievement.
I think the success he had in Munich last year is only going to fuel him. He's very much hungry for more. He's hungry for a Final Four. He's hungry for a championship. I think he wants to have success at the highest level, and this is a great place to do it.
Until I see my name at the #1 spot across the board for everybody, and I achieve the team success of championships and everything like that consecutively, that's it. That's the only thing that kind of drives me in the game of basketball, nothing else.
In signing for Baskonia, Baldwin follows in the footsteps of two Americans who've blossomed in the backcourt to become outstanding orchestrators in the EuroLeague.
I watched how Shane Larkin played here, Mike James played here, so I have two American guys. They're probably the top guards in Europe out here that have stepped through this club. If I'm following that blueprint, I'm next in line to do those great things that they've already achieved, and hopefully I can take it to the next level.
It is so important in Europe, especially in EuroLeague, to have great point guard play. If you don't, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make playoffs. You're not going to be there at the end of the season, the conversation to win. And this summer, Wade was the best guy out there, and having a guy like Wade puts you in the conversation to win.
It's an athlete, it's an animal from another planet. I suffer him also in German league and in EuroLeague. It's a beast. I think it's a really good signing for the team, and he's gonna help the team to reach our goals.
I'm only 25. I feel like I'm one of the younger guys in EuroLeague that have this responsibility of being a starting point guard and having a bit of a spotlight. I want to play at the highest level to prove that I'm able to play at this level. And I'm able to be one of the guys that teams can rely on down the stretch and throughout the entire season.
Wade Baldwin. Man, he's a bucket for sure.
And he's tough.
I really like this game.
Yeah, he surprised me a lot last year playing against him and seeing him play in EuroLeague, man. He's a good player, man. Great athlete.
What was his scouting report?
I mean, you knew he loves getting to his mid-range game. Uh, you know, with him being, as tall as he is, as athletic as he is, he loved getting to that mid-range game and just pulling up. So scouting report against him was kind of just force him into tough shots, force him into tough threes. He wasn't really, shooting at a high clip last year from the three-point line until the end of the year, where he gained more confidence in that. But just wall up, man. Get back in transition. He's deadly in transition. Get back and wall up on defense. Try to create a wall to stop him from getting in the lane, because that's where he's at his best, man. He's best when he's attacking and going downhill.
Yeah, for sure, man. I think, he definitely grew last year. As they gave him the keys, and he missed some games or earlier this season, because of the birth of his child and whatnot. How is it, obviously you being a father yourself, man, how is it, balancing like fatherhood and basketball?
Congrats to him and, his wife, his girl, and having a baby. That's amazing. It's nothing like it. So for me, man, it kind of helps out a lot. Having, I have 2 kids, 7 and 4. After a game, man, win or lose, they don't care. You're your dad. You're coming home, man. They don't care what you did, and that kind of brings you back down to earth, man. Because basketball is a very intense game, man. It gets your adrenaline going, and to have your kids just there, they don't care. They just want to be around dad, man. It's nothing like it. So it's an amazing feeling.
Nah, for sure, man. I can imagine what it's like traveling on those airports with 2 kids and all the baggage and stuff, though. It's got to be a task.
Hey, man, credit to my wife. She's the one that I usually come over early. She usually likes to come over, especially when I'm in Europe, a little later. So she's the one that's tasked with traveling with two kids. She got used to it. They travel a lot. We've learned to kind of send our bags early to play so they don't have to travel with us much. We kind of just, being in Europe, you kind of find little tricks like that helps out a little bit in that sense.
Yeah, I feel that, man. And everybody back home on YouTube, please leave your comments. We'll be responding during the second half here. Comments, questions, show love, anything. We welcome it all. But yeah, definitely traveling. I remember in my career, man, like beginning of my career, I used to travel with like just all clothes, like 2 bags of clothes. And then towards like the end of my career, it was like rehab. The second bag was like all like rehab material, like foam rollers and stretch bands and whatnot. Have you adjusted like what you travel with now, your personal stuff?
I mean, I've never been a guy who has a lot of clothes in the first place. Like you said, I've always been a guy that traveled with. I've been hurt all my career, so I have a ton of, I have the game ready. I have, like you said, foam rollers, bands, hyperized, Venom. I have all that stuff, man. Try to do whatever I can to keep my body right and moving.
Yeah, that's essential. It's essential to a long career, man. Especially as a PG. I mean, you got to use the legs so much. You know what I mean? It's you got to keep them right. Got to keep them right.
Yeah, man. So that's big for me, man. Especially traveling. Got to keep my iPad. I got to keep my, if I'm going by myself, my family's not going with me at the time. Have to take my PlayStation with me so I can get online with the fellas when I'm, by myself at the apartment and stuff. So those are essential, man. You got to have those little things to take with you when you're traveling.
I dig that. Look like we got a YouTube comment in. Motorbike Adventures says Peyton, please come back. We need you now with 3 exclamation points.
Man, I miss it, man. Like I was saying earlier, I would love to go back, man, and play right now. It's nothing like playing in the EuroLeague. I think the guys will be all right. Like they're dealing with a lot of injuries, for the fans out there. It's tough, man. Dealing with the injuries that they have. They're missing Marcus Ericsson, who's, top 3 3-point shooters in EuroLeague. They're missing, Giannis Tiemann, who's, really stepped up his game this summer and also at the beginning of the year. Ben Lammers, who one of the leading shot blockers in EuroLeague. Also, Chris Kumaji, who you can't teach 7-3, too. So they're missing a lot, man, and it's tough for them. Also, Tamir Blatt I think he's dealing with the injury right now. So it's tough, man. Like I said, I would love to come back and play and hoop, man. But unfortunately, right now, I'm out here in New Zealand. Not unfortunate. I'm happy to be out here. I'm looking forward to the season out here playing. So,
Okay. Nah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, it's always good to be playing, man. And sounds like you got a lot of dope memories in Berlin. You had what was like your go-to restaurant in Berlin? What kind of food they had?
Oh, Chupanga. That was my go-to. It's like this, it's kind of a Chipotle, kind of restaurant out there. It's like Mexican, kind of fresh food, and literally my teammates and I will go there almost every single day. They have one close to the practice facility. Went there, or it was my wife's favorite. So we went there a lot, man. It's a little good food. That was our spot.
Yeah, man. I think anytime I think about like places that I played or whatever it may be, man, I always remember like the food spots. As soon as I see like the team, I'll be thinking about the food like right after.
Yeah. I mean, for sure. There was another spot, Benedict's. I think they have it in Israel also.
Benedict's in Israel. They used to hide the pancakes. Oh my god!
Yeah.
I didn't know
Chocolate
they had
sauce.
one in Berlin.
It's amazing.
Oh my god!
I found it at the end of my first year. I found it at the end of my first year, and been going ever since. It's open 24/7, so it's amazing.
Yeah. Dang, man. Yeah, Benedict's is definitely a winner. That would definitely make the season go by a lot easier when you got good food. But yeah, just
Whenever
quick glance around EuroLeague.
Man.
Oh, they all talk about Benedict's?
Yeah, they've been to Israel.
Oh yeah, for sure. You already know the Americans is on that. But quick glance around the league. Zenit is beating Bayern Munich. Fenerbahce is winning against Unix, and Maccabi is beating Asvel right now. Asvel on the heels of that big win, they're falling to Maccabi right now. I don't know if you caught the Asvel game, but man, they play with a lot of heart, man. I think both of the French teams, man, are playing extremely well right now. I mean, even Monaco last night in their near comeback. It's good to see. It's good to see the newcomers, making a statement.
Yeah, I mean, with Asvel, Chris Jones is playing lights out. Okobo is playing great. I like the young backup guard Struzzel. He makes some good play. Young French prospect. But I mean, they're very long. They play aggressive, and they're doing all this without David Lighty. So when he comes back, it's just going to help them out even more. So I think right now it's important, man. It's important for especially teams like Asvel, like ALBA, to get these early wins out the way because, although they beat FS and they're beating these bigger teams right now, they know when FS starts to click, they click. So that's why a lot of people not really worried. FS starting 0-3. They're a team capable of running off 15 straight.
Easy.
It's important. It's important to get these early wins against these big teams, man. You want to get them while you can. Oh man, there's a lot of slapping going on out there right now.
Yeah, man. The game just started, and everybody back home. If you're looking to watch some of the past games, they're on demand, so you can go find that at the EuroLeague website. Jason Granger hit the nice little floater.
Good player, man. So strong. Good guard.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm glad to see him back and playing well.
For sure. Oh, that was can't touch that. Wasn't gonna. And it's tough, man, for Alba. They got to get out and run, man. I've been saying this the whole game. I think Baskonia is just a better half-court team than them. Alba's strength is getting out there on the break. So.
Yeah, you gotta get stops though. It's hard to run when you taking it out of bounds, man. You gotta get stops.
For sure. Sure, and I think Baskonia was shooting something like 60-some% from three that half. Like, it just didn't miss, man. It's tough to play against a team that's knocking down everything.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. And it's deflating too. You know, after a few of them go in, especially consecutively, try to catch you. You know,
Olinde.
It gets deflating.
Yeah. Good teammates right there. Luis Olinde, Simone Fontecchio. Good slip.
It looked like he caught one in there. It looked like Landry caught a bow or something.
He got hit in his mouth and then got headbutted. Just a good day for Landry, man. It's a good day for him. Great dude, man.
It's another day in office.
Landry, man. Hey, just another day, man, for Landry.
Alba coming with the pressure.
They have to, man. They gotta pick up the pace.
For sure.
Luke's gonna trap right here. Probably. Luke did. They have to do something, man. I mean, I'm gonna say with the.
There we go. There you go. You got any plans to stop by? There we go. Got a little bucket.
Jonas Matzek.
Little by little. You got any plans to visit Berlin?
Maybe in the future, but not now. I mean, being all the way out here in New Zealand is kind of tough to, go over there. But maybe in the future, I'd love to go back out there, man. It's a great place. All right, a couple stops. All right, my stat line for Luke that I had given at the beginning of the game was Luke's going to finish the game with around 15 points, 10 or so rebounds, 4 plus assists, and maybe like 2 steals. So
all right.
That was at the beginning of the game. And right now, I think he's around 10, 8, and maybe 3 or 4.
Okay, so he's not too far off.
No, I think I get. I think he gets that. Okay, so, all right. See, that's when Alba's at their best, man. When they're able to get out and run and shoot transition threes. Right. That's when they're at their best. Jonas is definitely going to get a
gotta keep
foul
this pressure
right
up.
Look, 100% Jonas is going to get a flopping.
Oh, that's a good take.
That's
a good move.
They play against each other a lot in practice. He knows how Jonas wants to play against them. All right, we got Multidelo checking in.
That's such a good move. Good patience.
Yeah. Alba's best when they're out running, man. All right, Swiss Young German for Young German, Multidelo for Jonas Matisek. Good charge, Lewis. It's good defense by Lewis Olinde right there against Jason. Jason knows better.
I'm just stepping in for Anthony for a second after some technical issues. Just rejoining the
Hey,
stream.
Mike, welcome back.
How are you going?
Good. We got Luke. Yeah, nice shot by Luke. Hey, man, I'm close to our prediction that I made at the beginning of the
I was just checking the box score when you were saying it. He's on 10-8, 3 assists and 1 steal so far. So not too far away at all.
12 now. You just made a jump shot. So.
There we go. So how do you when you're in this position, ALBA are down, what's going to be the messages that the guys are going to be saying to each other to get back into this game?
Just one play at a time. There's no 20-point shot. You got to go out there, take what they give you and, just play hard. It's about getting stops, getting out and running like they are right now. It's the main thing they can do. Just try to get it to within 10 points by the time the fourth quarter comes and just take advantage of that. That's tough to miss. Especially when you're down 20, you just want to, take it in spurts. That's the big thing. Try to cut it down to 15. Try to cut it down to 10. Fourth quarter comes around. You cut it to 5 with at least 2-3 minutes left. Then you have a really good chance.
So just chip away.
Yeah.
Just checking out around the league. Looks like Zenit have beaten Bayern 79-71 over in St. Petersburg. So another good result for them. How impressed have you been with how Zenit have been? Obviously last year making the playoffs, getting to game 5. And they've had a great start to this season as well.
I mean, they're a really impressive team. They're very well coached. A lot of good players play hard. Panica and last year it was Pangos. They're even missing a big import this year with Shabazz. So to see them getting these wins, now they have Jordan Lloyd there, who was a breakout player last year with Red Star. It's good to see them, continuing on and playing without, some key guys. So it's huge for them.
Yeah, Jordan Lloyd's been unreal to start the season so far.
I mean, he was the same way last year when he started the season off. I think he was averaging around 24 points a game in the first, 5 or so games of the year. Then he, got COVID and was out for a while. Then he picked up late at the end of the year. So, he can score, man. He's one of the more elite scorers in EuroLeague. Good, really good player.
100%. Wow, it looks like Anthony's back up and running, so I'm going to dip out again.
Right,
but yeah, good to catch up again, and I'll see you later.
All right.
Shout out to Mike, man. We're playing tag team right now, man. I wish we could all just be a family, just one happy family. But yeah, I'm back. But Alba Berlin, man, they got a little spunk now. They down 16.
Yeah, I mean,
looking like it might be a game.
Just talking to Mike, he was just asking what do you look forward to when you're not look forward to, but what do you try to do when you're down that low? I mean, all you can really do, man, at that point when you're down 20 or so points is just chip away. Try to cut it down to 15. Try to cut it down to 10 by the fourth quarter. Then try to cut it down to 5 with 3 or 4 minutes to go in the game to give yourself a chance. I think that's the biggest part, and that's really what Alba is trying to do right now, just trying to chip away. They made a good run. They're up 13-6 right now in the third quarter, so that's big for them.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it's got to feel good to see the ball finally going through the rim. You know what I mean? They've been able to come out and make some shots. So, now they can just settle down. If they can get it by like you said, they can get it down to 10, heading into the fourth, what I mean? They can make some plays.
Oh, that's a win for them if they can get it down to 10 heading into the fourth. Like you said, they made a couple shots, made a couple threes. Confidence gets going. Now they can get 2 more stops in a row and 2 more buckets, then, we're back having a game. And that's the big part.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Let's see.
Yeah, they definitely. Oh, damn. Looks like they're moving with a lot more energy on defense, though, which is promising.
Yeah, I mean they're definitely gonna have to pick up the defensive intensity. It's tough, man. You're coming off a big win against Fenerbahce and you playing Baskonia the next night. I mean,
right.
And Fener right now is just destroying Unix Kazan. So, to show how talented that team is, and Unix just came off of a big win. So that was a good pass.
Yeah, everybody back home, let us know. Can Alba come back? Last episode with with Eric McCullum, somebody was in the comments like, Asvel can't come back, it's over, Asvel's done, and then they came like roaring back, and we kept calling him to come back, but he didn't leave any more comments, man. He got out of there, man. He got out of there in a heartbeat. But yeah, if y'all in the comments, let us know if Alba can come back in this game, man.
It's tough. It's tough to see your team dwindle away. So, for 100%, he was definitely probably an FS fan. I think Alba, like I said, if they can cut it to within 10 going to the fourth quarter, I think they can make a run. But just right now, man, they're not really. They got to pick up the energy and make it a fast game. Baskonia is doing a great job of, just executing in the half court. Oh, good.
There you go. Man, just going back to those replays, Oscar de Silva. I used to hate those bigs that hedge and reach at the same time because you just can't chill. Those are the worst, man. When they got that kind of timing and those long arms, those bigs are the worst.
For sure. And I think that's what they're missing with Jason. I mean, Johannes Tiemann being out, man, he's one of the best bigs to do that, like the hedge out, because he has such quick feet, man. He gets out and just reaches at the ball. Like you said, it's so tough for a guard when bigs can switch it up like that. Reach out like on the ball, you got to protect it at all times. You can't really look up at the next play, next pass. So now we got Tamir Black coming in. Good young Israeli guard, man. He can really pass the ball, man. He's a great distributor.
For sure.
Really, really good shooter. So hopefully he can bring a spark off the bench and make some threes. Oh, we got Peyton Siva jersey in the stands. I see it, number 3.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. You're there in spirit.
Yeah, always. You can't give up the offensive rebound off a free throw, though.
Nah, not on a free throw. And a foul.
Man, the good thing for Alba right now is what they can do, man, is they got Baskonia in the bonus. They got to draw fouls, slow the game down, get to the free throw line. I mean, I think that was one of the big things for me as a point guard. Whenever I noticed the team was in the bonus, man, slow the game down, draw some fouls, attack the lane, force the refs to make some calls, some tough calls, and then that's how you kind of chip away, man. That's how you chip away at a big lead.
For sure.
So there's no 20-point shot. Sure. You gotta slow the game down and take advantage of that.
Yeah, piece by piece. Yeah, let's see what Alba does with this 2-guard lineup.
It's just, see, Tamir Black, man, such a good pass.
There we go.
I think that's
great pass. Great pass. They definitely got the momentum now. Just need a couple more stops.
Yeah, I mean, if they can string 2 stops in a row, get a bucket, man. That's gonna be the most important thing for him. Oh, Rokas, show the handles, Rokas. Show the handles. Oh, that's tough. What a tough.
He been in the lab this summer. That was a tough fight.
Hey, man, he played. He was playing point guard. I said, man, I ain't never seen Rokas play point guard. Love him, man. He's such a great dude.
And Luke Sikma had 12 points, man. He only. There you go. Ooh, foul.
Yeah, man.
Luke Sikma had 12 points. He's only three off your prediction.
Yeah, 3 and 2 rebounds.
Are we selling him short with 15?
There.
Are we selling him short with 15 though? Yeah, that was definitely a foul.
I said he was going to at least get to 15. Man.
At least, okay, all right.
Knowing Luke means he's a very consistent player, man. He's going to get, you know what you're going to get from him, man. He's going to give you, like I said, 15, 10 plus, 6 plus. He's going to do everything for you. All right, come on, Tim. Oh wow, that's tough. They needed those two.
Gotta love Europe. Gotta love Europe.
Hey, oh, that's a heartbreaker right there, man.
Ain't it though?
That's the worst, man. When you shoot a layup and it's just bouncing around the rim, they slap it off.
It's right there.
Yeah.
It's like getting your Christmas present stolen right out your hands.
Oh my god! It's like you see it under the tree one night and it's gone the next. It's tough.
Right. It's definitely tough.
That's what ALBA got to do, man. They have to get fouled, man. Get fouled. Slow the game down as much as you can to get the clock stopped.
Yeah, for sure. And everybody back home, please, get EuroLeague TV. We got a promotion going. We got a promotional code, Watchalong 10. Watchalong number 10. Except for those of y'all that are living in Italy and Spain, please type in Watchalong 10 and you'll get 10% off EuroLeague TV. For more info, go to Euroleague.net. And Oscar just tricked off the free throw, man. Oscar went to my alma mater, man. He's a Stanford gentleman. You know, we typically don't. You know, we typically don't miss. Matter of fact, y'all. Well, this is way before your time. Louisville beat the blood out of us in the tourney, like my sophomore year. Man.
That was one of the reasons why I committed to Louisville. That's when
now it comes full circle, and here
crazy.
We are.
Edgar Sosa was going crazy. He was looking in the camera, fixing his eyebrows. I remember that. You guys were, that was the year. Was it the Mitch and the twins?
Yep.
Was it?
Yep. Yeah, man. It was a rough one for us, but Oscar's redeeming us today. Hopefully.
He played great the last game, and he surprised me a lot, man. Because even when he was at Lewisburg the year before, we played them. Like he didn't really do a lot. I think his role was a lot smaller, but coming in to a team that needs a center with all their centers hurt, he stepped in and played huge, man. All right, so we got it down to what 15 right now? 15 going into the fourth. All right, so they need to cut it down to 10. They need to cut it down to 10 with at least 8 minutes to go and get it down to at least 5 with around 4 to 3 minutes to go, and they got a good chance.
Yeah, and going back to Louisville real quick, man, and shout out to my other Louisville guys, Preston Knowles, but
PK.
Yeah, I heard you got PK, man. PK's my guy. I can talk for days about PK, but y'all heard you got married at the Louisville Basketball Arena, man. The first couple to do so. How did that all go down?
It was great, man. They, so I met my wife in college, and it was just kind of we just won the championship, and there was no other place like it, man. It's they allowed us to rent out the venue, and we had a lot of family come in from Seattle. She's from Louisville, so she wanted to do it in Louisville, and we just thought, what better place? That's where we spent the most time at anyway, with all the games and stuff. So it was cool, man. Also it's a brand new arena, so they had a ton of great rooms there for the reception and everything. So it was pretty cool, man. I don't remember much of it because like wedding days is a blur. You're just taking pictures and everything. Everything just goes by so fast. But looking back at the pictures, it looked cool.
Nah, man, that's a dope story, man. I think congrats to y'all on that, man. And yeah, man, the more I think about it, we got a lot of Louisville connections. Drake McGee, man, I got a lot of guys over there. Perrin Johnson, but back to the game. And everybody back home, don't forget about the fantasy challenge. EuroLeague has its own fantasy challenge where you can create your own fantasy team, trade, do whatever you want to do with your friends. Go log in, start your own fantasy team. Go to fantasychallenge.euroleague.net. As Tamir Blatt making a case for your first draft pick on the fantasy challenge right now with that tray ball. But yeah, go visit that. Go visit the fantasy challenge.
It's big three by Tamir, man. They needed that, especially coming out the gates. Oh, good stop.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. They need another bucket right here, and they got it down to 10.
Yeah, right here.
Let's see.
Oh, no help. Ooh.
He has to be their spark plug.
Another
tough.
One?
That would have been big.
Yeah, would have.
Tim Snyder's going to have to step up in this game. He's going to have to shoot some threes. He's one of the better three-point shooters on this team, too. Yeah, a very quiet night for him.
It's all right.
Oh, Simone Fontecchio. This was a fun matchup in practice every day.
Yeah.
All alone, Jason Granger.
Yeah. Yeah, see, Maldo, I like him defensively, man.
Oh, big shot by Jason, man.
Tough shot. Tough shot.
That's what he does, man. He's a solid guy, solid player. He knows how to play the game. He steps up in big time moments. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, shoot it.
Oh.
Got to throw it up. That's his favorite.
You and Maldo used to go at it in practice a lot?
All the time, man. He's, like I say, he's such a great player, man, to play against. It's fun to compete against him, man, because he's so quick.
Right.
He's so crafty. That's good hands by Landry.
Yeah, and Jason Granger just reached 1,600 EuroLeague points last game.
He's old, man. He's old.
Yeah, he's seasoned. We're gonna use seasoned. We're gonna use seasoned.
No, he does such a great job of taking care of his body, man.
I think he's got like 180 EuroLeague games on his belt.
Nice. He's a vet. Oh, here's a dunk by Simone. He's gonna dunk this.
Yeah, he's out.
Oh, that was weak. Yeah,
look, little fingertip dunk. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's fourth quarter, though. It's fourth quarter. The legs ain't so fresh. He went out there sliding, defending.
On the double week.
I'll take it for the fourth quarter. That's a fourth quarter dunk.
For sure, in a double week.
How many EuroLeague dunks you had?
EuroLeague dunks? I had a couple actually in EuroLeague. I had about maybe like 3 or 4, something like that.
Okay. Still got juice in those legs, huh?
I definitely had more fingertip dunks though.
Hey, they count. All of those count, man. As long as the mic can hear the rim rattle a little bit, it's good. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Zenit got another win against Bayern.
They did. Darren Hilliard.
Whew. Hey, Fenner got talking
Man,
to after
that
that
is
ALBA
a.
loss, huh?
Oh yeah, no, they wasn't playing no games today. My goodness.
Oh,
Kyrie
James
came out.
Nunnally.
James got off. Good for him.
Yeah, needed that.
I'm glad Ellie's playing well, man.
Yeah, he struggled a little bit last year. He's a good player, man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's my young boy, man. We played together in Pau in France before he headed over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what ALBA can do, man.
There you go. Good pass. Pump fake. Yumper. Nope.
I mean, if they don't win the game, they got to at least, win the point spread, cut it down, get it down. I mean, that's the thing about EuroLeague. Don't lose by a lot.
So what were the practices like after like a big loss in EuroLeague?
Our practices were different, man. I mean, we had a really good coach as far as teaching. He loved to teach, and it's tough, man, to even practice after your EuroLeague game because you're either traveling,
Right.
you got a game the next day for a domestic league. So, I mean, obviously, film session is a lot different. Like I said, man, Tamir Black, man, a really good passer.
For sure.
I've watched a lot of film on him. I have to make sure that ALBA got a good player, after I left, so I have to watch a little bit of film on him. But he's a really good passer, man. He understands the game well. Obviously, he's been around basketball his whole life too. So,
right.
What a Hall of Fame, father as a coach. So, let's see. But yeah, practice, man. You watch film, man. And our coach, it wasn't so much the big three by Tamir. He was going to be the spark plug off the bench.
There we go.
They needed that from him. But it's our coach was more of a teaching coach, so it wasn't he wasn't one of those crazy coaches that make you run and do sprints and all this other stuff. He was he wanted to teach you, like, all right, this is what we need to work on. This is what we can do. Oh, Jason Granger with the huge shot, man.
My goodness.
It just makes big plays.
Man, shots like that are just deflating, man. You feel like you're starting to get some momentum. He hits a tough one like that.
Oh, for sure.
You should have let that go.
Oh, good shot. Let's see.
Here we go.
Okay. There you go, Maldo. That's a goaltend.
No, that's a goaltend, right?
Yeah, they had to call.
My goodness. That's an easy call.
They let's let that go.
That's such a tough shot by Granger, man.
Yeah, like you said, it's just a deflating shot. Oh, did he come out? I don't know why he took out Jason. He probably didn't get back on defense.
There you go. Active hands. Oh, they called him for the foul.
Oh, it's a tough whistle right there.
Yeah, look clean, low-key.
At 15.
Is that 15?
Yeah, you got the 15, I believe.
Where you at on the boards? Luke got 10 boards yet?
Like 8. Around 8. I think so. Oh, that's a tough drive by Simone.
That's a tough lay.
17 points. I told him before the game, Simone and Jason going to be the two good game. Demir Blatt.
There you go. Just missed it.
Let's see. Luke's with 14. 14 and 8. 14, 8, and 3 assists. Okay. Right there.
Still got time.
Still a lot of game left.
It is, man. It's about four minutes left. 13 points in 4 minutes. Can you do it?
Man, they got to start being aggressive on offense, man, and drawing some fouls, getting to the free throw line.
For sure.
But like you said too, it's about the defense, getting these stops on the defensive end. Oh, good hands, good hands.
Good hands. Oh. There you go. Take that one. Yo, I kind of like Baskonia's jerseys.
Hey man, their home court is probably one of the best. The gray home court.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough.
Yeah, that's City though. I don't know about that one.
That's tough.
Which one was your favorite EuroLeague city to go to?
Favorite EuroLeague city. I don't know, man. I mean, I think, last year Valencia was probably one of my favorites. That's a nice place. Luke Sikma. There it is.
Bucket. There it is. They just got to turn the corner, man. They got to pick that pressure back up.
Yeah.
They just letting this clock bleed. Oh, that's going the other way. There we go.
Here's Jason. I know about to say Jason's going to have to come back in. Just does a better job in situations like this, I think, than is more experienced than Wade in these situations.
Yeah.
Especially with this coach.
Wade just a little out of rhythm today.
Yeah. I think, I think just with this coach is just a shorter leash than Trincari. 10-point game.
There we go.
It's a good pass by Jalen. All right, little pressure. Little trap. Oh, man.
Oh, stay on it.
Oh, jump ball. Oh.
Who got possession?
Jump ball. All right, they got to steal this.
Double nom.
It's good hands by Jalen.
Here we go.
All right. Oh, they got it.
Get
the foul. I get the foul. All right.
Is it a foul? What they call?
Foul. Yeah, you gotta get these fouls.
So they in the bonus? No, they're not in the bonus. I think they got another.
Second foul by Baskonia. I got three more to give.
All right, 10
But
points, 2.5.
They're going to see if they're calling a unsportsmanlike foul. Rokas grabbed his leg a little bit.
Right.
He was going for the ball.
I don't think it's unsportsmanlike. Yeah. I think he's going for the ball. You got to let that roll.
Nah.
You got to let that roll. At this point in time, who's your MVP right now?
Oh, EuroLeague? Ooh.
No, this game.
Oh, Jason or Simone. I mean, they're both playing terrific right now. Probably be, I would say, more so Jason. He's kind of doing everything for them. Simone's playing great ball. I think Simone has like 17 points. 4 rebounds, but Jason also has. It says Jason has 6 assists, 13 to 6. Yeah, Simone, yeah. I didn't realize how many rebounds Simone had. Oh, that's tough. Oh, good. Oh, all right, 8-point game. Try to make a little run. Oh. Oh, they almost had it.
Nothing.
It's a tough. It's a tough foul. That close to having it. Now they're in the bonus. Next foul, the free throws.
Yeah, it's about to be a free throw contest on that end. They could get a couple more quick buckets though. Could make it interesting.
This is where they really miss Marcus, man. You know, Marcus able to step out. He's capable of hitting these 3 threes in a row.
There you go. Let's see. Oh.
Who's that? Emmy? Emmy?
Nothing.
Oh.
Nothing. Here we go. Minute 40, down 8. Timeout. What you drawing up right here?
I mean, you got to put – I would put Tamir back in. I mean, he's been the one that's made some tough threes right now. He has some else going for him. But if I know Israel down 8, I think they're going to draw a play up. Either Maldo's going to come off a stagger. Either Luke's going to go backdoor for the lob, or he's going to set the high pick and roll for Maldo. Try to go to the basket, get a quick 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably the play.
So you go for a quick 2 right now?
Yeah, I think they're going to go for a quick 2. Try to get fouled, go for a quick 2. I mean, you don't really – I mean, a 3 would be great, but you don't really need a 3.
Yeah.
There's still some time left. Yeah, it's a minute 40 to go. Yeah. Because, I mean, if he makes this quick 2, what is it, 6-point game, get a stop. All right, here we go. Yeah. There's a stagger. It's either he's going to pass it. First option is going to be for Luke for the back door or pick and roll. Yep, there it is.
Popped. Oh, there we go. Get to the line.
Man, I know Israel, man. I know the coach, man. Yeah, plays, right?
Man, Luke's so crafty, man.
It's not like the fastest, not the most athletic. He just knows the game, man. He knows angles.
Right. Like on that one, man, he caught him before he was set. He was already out of there.
100. I mean, especially them. He knew they were playing switching defense, so just caught him right in the middle of it. All right. Oh, 2 big free throws by Luke. All right, 6-point game.
Timeout.
Man, a lot of time, man. It's a lot of time.
Man, a lot of time. You just got to play solid. Limit them to 1 shot at this point, man.
Because right now, if you get a stop, you hit a 3, it's a 3-point game, 1-possession game.
Yeah.
You just want to chip away, man. Chip away.
Yeah, so so I see you've been tweeting a lot about the games and stuff. You try to catch them whenever you can.
Yeah, man, I try to catch them whenever I can. We don't start our season here until December, so a lot of time, man, a lot of free time to kind of watch some of the games. And It's tough. I watch a lot of the replay games on EuroLeague just because it's pretty early for me to get up to watch the EuroLeague games, but I try to catch as much as I can. If I get up in the morning at a good time, the girls, my daughters get up, I can watch the games and see how it goes.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm excited for this season, man. It's already gotten off to a great start. So, I think this EuroLeague season is definitely going to be special.
Nah, man, and I got a lot of friends, people I know playing EuroLeague, so it's always good to, keep up with them, guys I, grew up with, guys I played against in college, etc.
Right.
Isaiah Cannon this year with Unix had a huge game last week. Shane Larkin, Mike James, all those type of guys. Love watching them game. Delaney with Milan, Nunnally. So a lot of guys I know, like to keep up with, man. Like to just watch them play. Good block. 2 seconds left.
Play.
That's a big. Okay, they can get it. It's be a big stop for them. But like I said, it's just like to watch as many EuroLeague games as I can, just because I know a lot of the players, man. I like to keep up with a lot of my guys. All right, let's see.
2.3 seconds.
Wade Baldwin's gonna go crazy.
Kerr on the front.
Simone. All right.
Short
Big
bus.
possession.
Let's go.
Pick and roll. Got to attack. They're gonna switch everything. I was gonna say.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
NBA.
Got time.
They're jumping in. Okay. All right.
Okay, they call foul. All right, cool.
Yeah. All right. I think he's gonna. Let's see. All right. Now they're in the bonus. Now this is where the game gets interesting. Mike had asked me earlier, how are free throws in these pressure situations? So man, if you work on them, they're easy. But if you don't, you get a little nervous. That's where the hard work comes in. All right. Pop out.
For sure. You definitely got to stay calm.
Yep. Got to draw a foul right here.
Good
Can't
luck.
turn the ball over.
Come on, get an easy one.
Here
we go,
Silva.
Oscar. Come on, baby. Get back. Get back.
You don't need to foul.
Stay
you don't need
solid.
to foul.
Stay solid. Stay solid.
They're gonna foul with like 5 seconds to go, and it's gonna be heartbreaking. No, you don't need to foul. Why?
Trying to extend
it's
the
a tough
game.
foul, man. Yeah, if you're going to foul in that situation, foul earlier.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's just like, why wait? Why let all that time bleed?
Right, you just wasted 10 seconds. You could have fouled earlier if you wanted to make it a longer game.
Right.
Jason Granger. They're going to call timeout, advance it to half court.
Yeah.
Does he have any timeouts left?
No.
I don't think they have any more timeouts. And one.
Good finish.
All right, got to get a quick foul.
Good finish.
Foul.
Get back.
Good pass.
Oh.
Got a foul. What do you? No, you
You're
can't.
going to take one. Take one.
Foul. Yeah, I don't know why he just put it. Yeah, you got a foul. Good move by Maldo.
Yeah, that was a good finish. All right, so let's see. Let's see if he can trick one of these off. Nope, not that one.
Max still, he's finally healthy playing. Two big free throws. Also did have a timeout.
He did have a timeout.
What are they going to draw up here?
It's got to be a quick three.
Yeah.
It's got to be a quick three. Did you guys practice a lot of late game situations in practice?
Yeah. I wouldn't say we spent a lot of time on it, but we practiced sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Late game situations. Just a quick.
Right.
Like if there's like late shot clock, 0.2 seconds left, what play are we going to run? But not a lot of, like I know other teams who've run like in practice. All right, let's run our late time situations. 1 minute left in the game, or
right.
different situations like that. But we didn't really work on that. So right now, this is where becoming a professional is really big, because you got to pay attention in timeout and what the coach is drawing up. You got to go out there and execute.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I think that's why coaches do it a lot in practice, just so it's not something that's your first time seeing. You know what I mean? Especially late game and stuff like that. So,
man, I think for guys like, say Jason, Luke, guys who've been in these positions before, it just comes natural to them. It is what it is at this point. It's a late game situation. They've played in plenty of these type of situations in their career. All right, I think he's going to curl. Let's see. Switch. Yep, quick attack.
Taking a quick deuce.
All right. Foul. Oh,
quick
wow.
Foul?
Yeah.
4.9. I don't know if I'm taking the quick two like that. With 10 seconds left, I don't know if I'm
But that's what I'm
taking
saying. Like, hopefully he can draw and one. But if they were going to, if this was a strategy beforehand, like you should have fouled a lot earlier than fouling.
Right.
Wasting all the time earlier.
Yeah, because with 10 seconds left, taking a quick two, especially if you don't have another timeout, you still got to get it across half,
Right.
I
think in this case too, this is what I was kind of telling you earlier. You may not win, so you're just kind of playing for the point spread.
Playing for the points,
so if you guys, so if you have a close game next time, all right, they lost by 4 next time. All right, let's win by 5 so we can get ahead of them. So.
All right, so who's your MVP now that the game's over? You going with Simone?
I'm still gonna go with Simone. Yeah, it was between him and Jason, but I think Simone, really stepped up. And Jason though made some tough shots at the end of the game. I think Simone did a lot of his damage at the beginning. So I think it was between them two, man.
Yeah, for sure. I like Jason's late game heroics. He kind of paced
made
them,
some clutch buckets,
throughout. Yeah, for sure. But I appreciate
you
hopping
guard,
on with us,
to
man.
Jason. No problem, man. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you got up this early, so really appreciate you, and thanks for sharing all that you did, man. If you need to share some love with the Berlin fans, now's your chance. I appreciate you coming through.
Nah, man, I appreciate you guys having me on. Like I said, our Berlin fans, love you guys, miss you guys. You guys know you guys always have a special place in my heart. So it was a great game, man. I'm glad I got the chance to watch some former teammates play, and it was good to see them out there.
Yeah, that's dope, man. And everybody back home, please like and subscribe. Catch up with us next week for the Real Madrid versus Fenerbahce game. We'll be joined by KC Rivers. And everybody back home, stay safe. And, log on. Get your EuroLeague TV. Once again, we got the promotion going. Watchalong 10, Watchalong number 10, except for those of you that live in Italy and Spain. But that's it. We're out. Everybody stay safe, and we'll catch y'all next week.